Want to skip the lines at Disney World? You better watch this video. We're going to break down Genie Plus, lightning lanes, individual lightning lanes, and virtual queues. We go over it all.
Okay, let's face it. Standing in line
sucks!
So today, we're going to clear up confusion on how to skip the lines at Disney World.
We're going to teach you how to maximize your time at Disney World using Genie Plus, lightning lanes, individual lightning lanes, terrible name, marketing needs a memo. Anyway, virtual queues and a few other time-saving tips and tricks. And if you believe time is money, then invest the time with us now to maximize your Disney experience.
Speaking of the Disney experience, you'll need to start by downloading the My Disney Experience app on your phone before you go. Do it now. It's free. Do it now. Let's dive into Genie Plus. You can purchase it through the My Disney Experience app for each park that you're going to. You cannot purchase it in advance. So the day that you're going, you pick the park that you're going to and you buy it for that day, okay? This feature allows you to book lightning lane reservations for most of the attractions at each park, okay? So lightning lanes are basically the old Fast Pass.
I like the Fast Pass.
All right, so we're gonna go over lightning lanes a little bit more later in the video.
Give me the tickets back with the time to return and turn it in.
No more tickets.
And this is very important. You cannot purchase Genie Plus until midnight the morning of your park arrival.
Yeah, that's true. And then promptly at 7 o'clock on the day of your visit, 7 in the morning, you can book your very first lightning lane, okay? The second one is then available to you right after the park opens, okay? Then after that, you can book additional ones throughout your day, but only after you've used one of those.
All right, so here's what we did. Lexi, she set 2 alarms, okay? One for 6:45 so that you could purchase the Genie Plus for the day, and be sure you select the correct park, okay? Because you can only buy it per park.
That's true.
That you're going to. And then the other alarm for 6:59 so that exactly at 7 a.m. you could grab your first lightning lane and the virtual queue, which we'll talk about a little bit later, so stay tuned.
Yeah, it literally took me until the very last day of our trip to have it all figured out. That's kind of why we're laying all this out for you.
And remember, Genie Plus works across all parks. So you'll need to purchase it for each park that you're visiting on the days that you're gonna use. And especially on a park hopper, you gotta buy it for each park that you're gonna use.
Yeah, that's true. So let's clarify the difference between the lightning lanes and the individual lightning lanes.
Terrible names.
Okay.
Disney?
Yeah, just send them an email. Okay, lightning lanes are what you get through Genie Plus that let you skip the regular lines. Okay, but there's also another type called individual lightning lanes.
Brilliant! Anyway, they're for the most popular park attractions. In the My Disney app experience, click on the bottom right corner and then select Rides, Shows, and Lightning Lane Entry.
Here you go.
Okay? You should now be in the tip board. This is where you can see every ride, show and experience, what the wait times are, and where you can select to purchase an individual lightning lane.
Very convenient.
Now, you pay for these individually, and yes, you can. Yes, you can purchase these without having purchased Genie Plus.
Oh my gosh, he was asking me the entire trip and I didn't know the answer, so I found out. Anyways, basically when you click on a particular lightning lane, you can choose a specific time to visit that high demand ride without having to wait in long lines for a price. Each park only has one individual lightning lane for you to purchase, although Magic Kingdom has 2. So there are 5 total.
All right, so here are the rides. I'm gonna list them out. Here are the rides that have individual lightning lanes for each park. In Magic Kingdom, you have the 7 Dwarfs Mine Train, and then Tron Light Cycle Run, and at Epcot, you got Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. And in Hollywood Studios, my favorite ride, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, and in Animal Kingdom, it's Avatar Flight of Passage, and it's fantastic. All of these are great.
5 total, and if you really want to ride those popular rides, just consider buying an individual lightning lane.
Do it,
right?
do it, spend the money.
It's a separate purchase purchase, but it can save you a lot of time. Since this is a grown-up trip, time is money.
Bingo.
All right, so now let's talk about virtual queues, shall we?
Okay.
These are for certain attractions that don't have a regular standby line. Instead, you can join a virtual queue for free. I like that. Through the My Disney Experience app, okay? Now, they will notify you when it's your turn to ride. Maybe it's my turn to ride.
It's your turn.
All right, so there are also signs spread out all over the park telling you which virtual queue is coming up and so on, right? Which one's coming up next.
Which is very
super helpful.
It's super convenient.
Yeah.
So virtual queues, they're basically used for the newest, most popular attractions. Those are Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at Epcot and Tron Light Cycle Run in Magic Kingdom. So if you're planning it right, these both also have individual lightning lanes that you can purchase. So technically,
Do it.
you could ride each of those twice.
Get out. We got 0 because I said, I'm not spending the money. Anyway, now that you don't have to stand in line for hours and hours, you can go and enjoy other rides while you wait, right? But be sure to join the virtual queue right at 7. I can't stress that enough. I mean, even a couple minutes past, you may have lost out.
I know. How many times have we told you?
And then come back when it's your turn. It's pretty simple and efficient when you understand the system.
Yep. It is a great way to save time. But remember, there's no guarantees that you're even going to be able to get into the virtual queue because it's a first come, first serve basis. So that's why we're so adamant about making sure that you show up promptly at 7
what
o'clock.
time? 7 a.m.
Oh, my fairy whiskies! I'm late!
Anyway, on our first day in Magic Kingdom, as we told you how, we missed out on riding Tron. What did I draw, man? Because we didn't get into the app until 7:15. So be right there at 7.
I know.
Anyway, use the alarm technique. We finally figured it out at the end of our trip, day 4.
Okay, so let's talk about how you can use all of these things together to maximize your time in Disney World, okay? The key is to plan your day and be flexible.
Plan, be flexible. Anyway, with Genie Plus, book your first Lightning Lane reservations early at what time? 7 a.m. Now, if you're park hopping, consider booking your first few rides in one park and then heading to the other park after 2 p.m., which, by the way, that is when the park hopper allows you to go into the other park, right?
Yeah.
So this way you can make the most use of your time.
Yep, and if there's a ride that you absolutely must do, please consider just don't be a cheapskate. Buy the individual lightning lane. Sorry, babe, but it is especially useful for those high demand attractions.
Do it.
Your favorite, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance and Avatar, Flight of Passage. I mean, those lines were insane.
I know.
I mean, even though it cost you a little bit extra, it's totally worth it to save the time.
These are not the lines you're looking for.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
No.
Anyway, for virtual queues, make sure you join as early as possible, 7 a.m. You can do it from your hotel room. Don't wait till you're on the way to the park. It's too late.
Yep.
It's too late.
It's too late
apologize.
to apologize.
It's too late to apologize.
But if you do miss it, you'll have another chance promptly at 1 p.m.
Yep.
So set an alarm, people, for that one.
Yep.
12:59 sounds great to me.
Yes, it does, especially if you miss 7 a.m.
All right.
Okay, so one more tip. Check the My Disney Experience app regularly, like all day long, because wait times can change throughout the day, and you might find some hidden gems out there that have shorter lines. Plus, you nerd, this app gives you updates on the virtual queues and all the other useful information like, pre-purchasing your food in advance and booking your dining times. So,
Babe, the black star's gone. Let's go.
let's go!
Hey, we hope you found this guide helpful. With all 4 of these options, you are sure to make the most out of your Disney World experience.
All right, well, thanks for joining us on this episode of the Empty Nester Diaries. Check out our game plan below for more details, and if you have any other Disney World tips or questions, let us know in the comments.
Absolutely. And hey, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification button. As Lexi says, hit all the buttons.
Hit all
Don't
the
keep us
buttons.
a secret.
Right?
See you in the park.
Bye, guys!